All right, looks like we're live. Time to get started. Um, as you can see, I've done some stuff because, believe it or not, it'd be really annoying to watch me put wires into my power supply and then put my power supply into the case or my disk drive, for instance, or connect the fan splitters to my AIO. We're gonna get started on the fun stuff, so I'm gonna get this out of the way. The case, by the way, is a Fractal Pop Air. I want to say no, it's the regular size Pop Air RGB. The cooler is a Cooler Master, a Liquid Elite 240 mil. Came free with my CPU. Bought it on Newegg, so nice deal. There was a great combo that I wanted to get from Micro Center, but I went to get it and they didn't have it. It was a 5800 XT, the same motherboard I was going to use, and a 16 gig kit of RAM for like 350. Unfortunate, but not the worst. All right, put the screwdriver in the pocket. Keep that on me. All right. The greatest investment I've ever made, a 32 gig kit of RAM. It's like $400 now. I paid 75 for it just under 3 years ago. Rocking a Asus TUF B550 plus Wi-Fi gaming board. I don't know why they named the things they named their motherboards. Ryzen 7 5800 XT, the best, well, one of the best processors you can get on AM4. We're going to start with the processor. I haven't built a computer in like 6 years. During the pandemic is the last time I built the current PC. Oh, damn, this is a pain to get open. Is there tape on it? I don't want to fling this thing across the room. Bend all the pins. All right. Now, if I remember correctly, there's supposed to be a little triangle right there, top left corner for some reason. Okay. And there's not one. Oh, there it is. It's tiny. Oh, she dents. All right, that's in. And she's in. Good to go. Next, we're going to go RAM. Ooh, I almost dropped it. And by almost, I mean I did drop it. I just also caught it. All right, I want to say outside channels are for the better dual channel. Let's get that in there. Oh, there's a hair. Come on, get out of there. Why are you not coming out? That's stressful. It like rock and locks like an AK mag. Ugh, I don't like it. All right. I've already put the back plate on for the cooler that I'm going to be using today. Got everything set up so far. And put in the case. I think. I hope. I mean, there's not much else to put in it, so building a computer is actually pretty simple. I'm actually gonna move this. My table is far too small for this. Got a dying plant taking up half my table as well. Oh yeah, I already put the SSD in there because, you know, watching me take off one of the covers and then just putting an SSD in there is not fun. All right. This big old thing back up here. All right, now if I'm not mistaken, all of the standoffs should be in because this is an ATX size board. Let me put my hair back. Where'd I put my motherboard? All right. Where did I put my motherboard screws? That's the better question. Somewhere in this bag, there should be a pack of screws. I mean, that's no clue what those are. I'm assuming they're for the hard drive, or well, the SSDs, because there's 2 NVMe's on my board. So if you wanted to not use the heatsink, you could just, you know, pop them off, move the standoffs. Where did I put that bag of screws? There's just a big old box over here with all my computer parts in it. We'll get to this later. Where did I put them? Cooler screws, I need those. Alright, I'm gonna put this back down. Because I have absolutely zero idea where I put those screws. You know what? Did I put them in the fun little drawer that's in the case? Please tell me that wasn't... Oh, thank God. No. Power supply screws? No. Might be my screws. These are for hard drives. Put that back on. I'm just going to check to see if this is the pack of screws I need for the motherboard before I put the motherboard in there and start fiddling with it. I mean, it threads all the way in, so we'll use them. There's only 8 standoffs, 8 screws. As long as I don't crank them down, I don't think it'll be a problem. All right, Senor Motherboard. Let's get you in here. We don't need 8-pin right now. I'll just pop that back in there. Please don't get wet in the plant. That would not be awesome. All right, come on. Get in there. There we go. All right. Now, I pulled one of these screws out. Where did I put it? 2, 4, 6. I put it back in the bag. And I almost dropped one. That would not have been cool. My cat would have probably ate it by now. All right. That's in. That's 2. All right. Number 3. I really appreciate that the standoffs are already installed in the case because my last case didn't have the standoffs installed and that was just a pain. Pretty sure I stripped one, so I'm just never gonna, bother taking it out. Good news is I don't need to put a MATX motherboard in that case. It's already got an ATX motherboard. There's no real point to downsize it because I'm not going to upgrade it much. Ugh. All right, that's screwed in. I'm going to go for this one in the corner because it looks like it's going to be a pain. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Okay, it's in. I was really hoping it didn't fall through this hole in the power supply shroud. Or worse yet, fall into the grate in the power supply shroud. Get out of the bag. This one's got a similar problem. I'm just going to preemptively put my hand there. Alrighty. Now, time to get started with the fun stuff. What? This is going to be for my GPU. This... I don't think I'm going to have any SATA data cables plugged in, because like everything in this case is 12-volt RGB or whatever, and there's an RGB header up here. So if anything, I could just plug into that and then pop into the motherboard. Let's start with this SATA cable. It's currently the lowest. Oh, sick. It's a 90-degree SATA cable, and I figured that'd probably be for the best, but there's extra space on the motherboard for some reason. Like, or not on the motherboard, in the case, there's like an extra half-inch of drawer or like motherboard shelf. Let's see if I can just pop it in one of the top left. Nope. I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah, no. So we're just gonna hold off on that one. That's fine. More logical. EPS 24 volt or 24 pin. 24 volts. Jesus. Just explode everything. Also, I need to pop in. Okay, come on. All of my front I/O is just stuck in the plant. Toss this in the trash. Don't need plastic flying around. All right. Now, this is something for my cooler. It's like a little logo thing. I guess it's a cover for like one of the RGB guys. What don't I need from here? Graphics power. Don't need you. What do I need right now? SATA. That's going to get replaced. I/O header. USB header. That should be everything. Everything else is up here somewhere. All right. Oh, that's awesome. I'll show you guys. HD audio and all that's down here. USB up here. I'll just plug in the USB first. Already here. Might as well. Really wish those were a 90-degree cable. That'd be sick. You come down here. Fish you through. Nope, you're not going to fit, are you? Damn it. Alright, well. I'll worry about that later. Okay. Huh. Okay. You plug into here. I can't see dick. All right. Front panel's connected. I love the fact that the front panel is just one plug, and it's all like lined up for you instead of the pain in the ass like individuals. I do, however, know that my cats are going crazy back there. I do know, however, that the I want to say case reset is separate. Yeah, it's down here somewhere. Fish that through. Question, where is the power switch plug header on this motherboard? You would think it's close. It's not. I don't see it. CLRTC? It's the only 2-pin. There's also T sensor. What's that say? Chassis fan. You know, I should have grabbed the manual for the motherboard. TV header. You know, MSI just makes these things really clear and obvious what you're supposed to do. Asus, not a fan. That's part of the box. That is not my... Okay. Somewhere in here. Ah, there we go. Let's see. Before you proceed, motherboard overview 1.2. That's on. Why is. What the hell? There's so many pages. All right, let's go back to the diagram. CPU fan optional, TPM, don't care. Chassis fan, AIO. Flashback. RGB header. RGB. What's number 12? Clear CMOS header, don't need that. T sensor, 17. Thermal sensor, don't need that. That makes sense. TV header, 18. Thunderbolt, don't have it. Where's number 16? Bottom right. Oh yeah, that's what that is. Okay. Power switch is down here. I'm gonna fish that on through. One of these should have an arrow denoting positive. Okay, so the power is the bottom pin. Get that plugged in. All right. So worst case scenario, it should maybe turn on. You know, once I plug in all the power supply cables. Like EPS 24 pin. That would be useful. Except she's backwards. Yeah, I should have gotten power supply cable extensions because this is terrible. Okay. Get in there. You're in there. Awesome. All right, USB, EPS, 8-pin. Where did I throw that 8-pin? Get on out. Come on. Let's flip this cable around so that way it doesn't look terribly ugly. Ow, my knee. Getting old. Alright. I flipped it around the wrong way. It was already in the right way. Oh, I dropped it. Alright. 8 pins plugged in. EPS 24 volt, USB 2.0. HD audio. I don't have any USB 3.0 in this case, I don't think. Or I do, but where the hell is the plug? Alright, let's try this SATA plug one more time before I give up. Because I would... Oh, got it. It's a little bit like that. But, you know, we're just gonna ignore it. If it works, it works. It is very much squeezed in there, but it is functioning at the moment. Before I install the GPU, I'm going to install the cooler. Yes, Puck? Oh, he's just playing with his toy. All right, we're going to start by taking that off. Ooh, pretty. All right. What the fuck? This is spaghetti of cables. I'll say this is the pump header. All right. I think I know how I'm going to install this. I'm going to pop it in there, figure everything else out after. Where did I put the screws for it? Are they back in the drawer full of cables? Maybe. That is... I don't know what the fuck those are. Alright, take off this guy. Alright. Cooler box. Cooler box. Cooler box. Looks like I took them out of the cooler box. Damn it. Uh-oh. Dropped my little Lego. I think I remember putting them in here. Those might be motherboard standoffs. They're kind of gray. I don't know what the hell they could be. Oh, you know what they could be? For that. Yeah, these are just power supplies. Screws, because case came with them. Power supply came with them. I'm just going to use the ones from the case. Sated power cable, don't need any of this. Molex, absolutely not. Alright. Another 8-pin, don't need that. Alright, let's pop these out. Alright. wires are on this side, so I'm definitely gonna fish those on through. Now, why does this splitter have a T? I'm assuming this is the header, the fan header. Yep. This is all RGB, and this is for the pump. Cool. Okay, this barely fits. Just gonna... Oh, that does barely fit. Okay, I'm gonna slide it up a little bit, actually. Because getting behind... Do I need to get those headers back there, actually? What's back there? I think it's just case fan and RGB. Where's my phone at? I need a light. Case fan, and yeah, four pin RGB pin. Should be good. All right, let's screw this in. Oh, that's definitely not going to work. I was going to let it go with a 1. Maybe 2. 2 seems like a decent amount. All right, now I can actually just let it dangle there. Well, hope I didn't scratch that. This is a 240 mil cooler. That should be enough for the 5800 XT. We'll see. I didn't feel like taking the case fans out, so it's just going to be exhaust, which is fine. I'm running on 90 or RX 9060 XT 16 gig, so it's not like I'm expecting it to be super warm. 2 intake fans should be fine. All right, trying not to cross thread this. Seems like it wants to regardless. That's better. I'm also trying not to over tighten things because I've learned from my years of working on bikes and like just fucking with things. I really like cranking down on screws, and it's really like unnecessary a lot of the time. All right, let's put this case, this dust cover back on, because even though they're exhaust, there's no reason not to, because the case has like a weird divot on it, if you can see that. So this makes it look a lot prettier. Fan. Okay, you guys need to get up there. I need to unplug you real quick. Okay, this has the pins on it. Where are... I had a couple of those little covers from when I was doing the case fans. I'll just be careful. All right, let's fish these on through. Get in there. All right, these are fished on through the back. Now, fan, you can just go to here. Should be a fan header. Is there a fan header over here? Nope. Nearest fan header's at the bottom. I'll just give it some slack and cable manage later. Problem solved. Now, RGB. Oh, I don't want to wire RGB. This shit looks annoying. Just gonna plug you into the fans. All right. Case fan. Case fan. Does that say case fan? I can't see anything. Yeah, chassis fan. Awesome. All right, that's in. Good to go. Probably time to install the actual cooler mount. Let's figure out which way this mounts. What way is going to look the best? And also not destroy my computer. So it's either that or that. Well, it doesn't want to go that way, so it looks like it's going to go this way. Hope those are the right holes. See if those are the holes. Yep. All right. That doesn't want to go in, so I'm not even going to fight with it. These things have hella spring tension. Jeez. Don't want to send a screwdriver through my motherboard. That would not be awesome. Gonna just get her on there. Oh. Okay. One thread grabbed, so I'll just crank that down a little bit. Get this top one on. Kind of like when you're taking off a car tire, you want to do a star pattern, keep the pressure even. Make sure you don't explode anything. Number 3. Just gonna screw these on until the springs start fighting me, and that should be tight enough. Yeah, good thing I did this before I put the GPU in. If I would have gotten a little excited, put the GPU in, would have been a nightmare. All right, that one's bottomed out. That one's getting there. That one's bottomed out. That one's done. All right, these are all in. Cooler is in. Just got to get the why are these so long? Holy. Well, RGB I can fish around somewhere. Put it into the RGB header in the back. That's fine. Okay. Now, where am I going to fish this in? There's the gap I used for all the other headers I passed through a few minutes ago. Gotta just find it. If I can just get the cable. Good thing I don't cable manage my builds all that much. Come on. Oh, I dropped it. All right, it was above the RAM. Come on, I can see it. It's right there. Okay. There we go. I got it. All right, let's get this ugly ass cable out of the way. Oh, it's gonna hit my VRM heatsink. Let's try to get it under the bracket for the cooler. All right, awesome. Pull it tight. Plug her into somewhere. While I'm back here, I will plug that into the case fan. There we go. There's one. There we go. All right, that should be all the fans. Let's get this long ass cable. Which one of you is AIO pump? It is this one. No, but like actually, cable starts here, right? See that? Literally goes 2 inches. Why is there like a foot of cable? This is insane. Cooler Master, why would you do this to me? You can't even see anything. I've got the stream pulled up on my PC, but I can't get this off. Damn. The rubber band is strong. I guess it doesn't matter because you could just use like a chassis fan header for the AIO pump, I think. But yeah. How would this look the best? I mean, I'll just plug it in and figure out the rest. All right, let's fish the access cable up and around through the same hole I used. It's gonna be a pain. Can't really grab it. There's so many wires, I don't know which one I'm trying to grab onto. All right, I think I got it. Nope, don't got it. Okay. There we go, got it. All right, let's just tuck it behind the pump. Wow, how is this supposed to look good? This is crazy. It just fell right out. All right. I should have just left the rubber band on. Because honestly, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cable tie. I bought a pack of zip ties. I'll just use those. I had like 6 to 10 cable ties that came with the case just on my desk. But I forgot that I have cats. They probably ate them in the middle of the night. They're probably somewhere on the floor. Baby little cable tie. Skizzers. We are gonna tie these together. All right. Cut the tail. And you know, that'll freaking do it. Because I don't care. I just want to build my computer. All right. fans plugged in. Let me just make sure every case fan is plugged into that spaghetti of cables in the back. Yep. Let's see. RGB. 1, 2. Looks like there's a case fan header right here that I need to plug in. Two pins. What the hell is that? That's not a fan. Oh, it's probably the 12 volt RGB as opposed to like the adjustable. All right, I think it's time. Plug in the GPU. Pull that cable through. At least run a power test. All right. Got the cheapest 9060 I could get. Still cost me like $430. Insane. $250 graphics card. Oh, I have to take off the... Take off the PCIe cover. I'm going to say it's a 2-slot cooler. Yeah, right. Alright, let us... Okay, that's unfortunate. It's 2 and 3, not 1 and 2, because that would make too much sense. Let's just replace this one with this one. Get in there, please. Get in your hole. Are you too good for your hole? Happy Gilmore taught me well. All right. Are these different shapes? Why is this fighting me so badly? They are not different shapes. Yeah, they're definitely not different shapes. They're all screwed into the same slot. Sir, get in your fucking hole, please. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. Yep, I was just being dumb. Okay, we're good. Sorry, PCIe slot. I didn't mean to upset you. Nope. Okay, now I'm getting upset at it. All right, you are never leaving that slot because there's no reason you will ever need to, because why is it there? I mean, I know why it's there. It makes sense to be there. You know, in case you have a different size case with a different layout, all that, but still, you know, it's upsetting me. Get in there. All right, she is in. That's insane. Old RX 580, new 9060. My 6600 XT, massive. This thing is tiny. and yet somehow significantly more powerful. Let's see. Yeah, that's awesome. I love compact little components. There's no need for them to be as large as they were a few years ago. Unless you're getting like a 50-90 level card. Ah, that's gone forever. No, it's not. Nice jet black paint they did on that. Good. There's so much extra real estate in this case. It's insane. Because the graphics card is so small. Okay. Where did I put that PCIe cable? Just threw it back here somewhere. Here it is. Now, how do I want you to... Yeah, I want you to come out of the bottom. Oh, is this the 12 volt cable? I just picked the yellow one because I thought it looked cool. But I think it might... Yeah, I think that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 pins. Man. Okay, well that's unfortunate. I'm going to have to take my power supply out to get the GPU in. Damn you, NVIDIA. Exploding GPUs, making extra cables. Now I gotta find the cable I need. I want to say it's the 6+2 right here. Why is there 2 of them? Do I have an extra one over here somewhere? Oh, this is a split cable. They don't have... Oh, it's right here. Oh, cat fight. Why are they fighting? All right, PCIe 8-pin. Yep, that is it. All right. Just gonna fish her in there. Why are you not going in? All right, she is in. I'm gonna just fish that on down. Should be the last thing I need, and I can at least, you know, test it. Oops, dropped my screwdriver. Oh, I left that on. That sucks. Mr. Plant, stop it. Oh, yeah, that's going to look awesome. Lovely. Just great all around. Just my favorite part of the build right here. This is great. I got to take this off anymore. Now I'm going to have to figure out something about this. Honestly, I hate to say it, but I might just mush it all down. Yeah, that's going to be the solution. Just one of these. Yep. If it closes, it closes. Oh, I don't need this hard drive tray. This can come off. That's extra space. Yeah. All my cables are going here. It's because I have a 5 1/4 inch drive in there. So there's not really any space, despite this being a pretty spacious case. All right. You know, while I have this out, I really should just replace the SATA cable that I'm having trouble with. These magnets are so weak on this thing. All right, where is that stupid pretty cable that I don't need? Get out of there. Get on out. Okay, why is this? What happened? Gotta take the ATX cable off. It's just in the way. All right, this is my SATA cable. Or not SATA, PCIe cable. Sir, please plug in. Thank you. All right. Now, time to mash everything back in. I think I'm going to start this way. Yep, that worked. Oh, that worked out really well, actually. Just getting them in with hand. I don't feel like dealing with a screwdriver right now. I probably should have my iFixit screwdriver out. It's smaller. You can use the like little hand pommel thing to really spin around, but I don't care. I'm fed up with the wires and everything. All right, let's see. Any unplugged cables? Show yourselves now. Forever seal your fate, because I don't care. Because we're just gonna do one of these, so that way I can close the back panel when I'm done. Hell yeah, that's gonna close up real nice. All right. Where is there a plug so I can show this off? It'll reach over here. Oh, I hope I didn't just break the side panels. That would suck. Unplug my little Febreze guy. Flip it around again. Oh, there's not a damn gripper over here. It's on the bottom. Ow. That fell on my foot. All right. Plugged in. Plugged into the wall. Okay. Power supply, please. Nope. Oh, I got case RGB. Or motherboard RGB. What the hell? Why do I not have literally anything else? Okay. That's not good. GPU fans are not spinning. Don't want to fry. Why are you not turning off now? Turn off. Damn you, turn off. Motherfucker. ABS. Not a single fucking fan is working. Yeah. Oh, fuck me. What is going on? Did I plug the power switch in wrong? It's the only thing I could think. No, because that wouldn't stop the fans from, well, if they were off. Reset. Thinking. Rams seated in good. Where's my manual? There's so much shit going on. That is, in fact, plugged into power. What is this that's going on the front of my motherboard? Okay, that should actually be going to... Okay, that's one of the fans. It's the fan RGB splitter. Why is that plug direct in though? RGB, RGB, RGB. This is the cooler RGB. Case fan, I want to say. This is case fan. I'll take this front panel off. was I like pulling on? What's this case fan? This one, these two move. This case fan. This is case fan number 2. Case fan number 3. Is there not a fan hub in this? Get an RGB hub, no fan hub. That's annoying. Unless, nope, can't see one. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to take the cooler off in order to plug in one of these fans into a header, because the only other header is at the bottom of the board and that's not gonna work. The only other fan header is up here. Can I fish around it? Maybe. Can't see a damn thing though. Chassis fan. Looking for a 3-pin. Alright, where'd she go? I lost it. Here we go. This can come back Alright, I've got it flipped the right way around. Just need to get it over to a header. Oh, this would be so much easier if I just took it off. Extra cable's getting in the way. Oh, I just dropped the sticker RAM. That sucks. Alright, RAM is out and safe. I'm going to put it on a different table because, like I said, $400 now. Insane. Where did that header just go? Alright, now that the RAM is out, I can do this. Got some wiggle room to work with. Oh, it's in. I just gotta get it seated. There we go. Alright, that should be the fan spinning next time I plug it in. Which, you know, should have tested. Should have confirmed before I tried turning it on. But hey, you live and you learn. Also, I could have just used this one. It's right here. Alright, fans are plugged in. RGB is all good. Let's plug all this shit. Everything get tucked. All right. Let's see, am I forgetting anything on this side? Don't believe so. We're gonna go on our maiden voyage. She is plugged in. Flipped on. Motherboard lit up. I didn't put RAM in. Flip it back off. All right, now RAM in, flip on, RGB. Still nothing. What the fuck? Will it not post if it's not getting a display? It's the only thing I can think. Do I have a display cable somewhere? HDMI, how long is this? Those are both DisplayPort, that's HDMI. Why is nothing happening? I don't have a small display, which means I'm gonna have to unplug it, take it over there, which, fine, that's what I'll do. I need to clear out a spot on my desk because there's a computer where my computer goes. Oh, hey, I found all those cable ties. And the RGB plugs I was looking for. Awesome. I found everything. It's just on my desk. Unplug this HDMI cable. Okay. Alright. And on goes this HDMI cable into the monitor. We come here. Get in there. Alright. Power cable, power cable, power cable. My power strip is nailed into the back of my desk. That's sick. Does it even have an empty slot? It does. All right. This is going great. What the fuck? Power off. The only thing I can think is if that was like nothing I do is working. Great. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. The only thing I can think to do is rip down my other computer and check component by component because it should be working good. She's not working good. That sucks. Oh, we got life. I'm an idiot. I plugged in the power switch wrong. Come here, camera. All right, you'll be fine without a cooler for now. We've got life. She's alive. You can only see the back. There we go. Look at her. She's going. She's going. She's booing in the BIOS. Let's go, woo! CPU fan error, I don't give a fuck. Woo! Let's cycle some RGB in this bitch. Red, let's go. Woo! Let's get some more colors going. Green. Oh, synthwave, let's go. All the fans are working. Let's go. Awesome. Love that. Alright. Well, the good news is I didn't break anything. I just have to go into BIOS, and I don't have a second key. Oh, you get back on there, sir. All right, that's back on. Put my camera back in the stand. Rotate this around. Look at her, she's a beaut. That is lovely. Oh, that's a weight lifted off my shoulders. I genuinely thought I fucking broke it. I don't know what I would have done to break it. I just have to plug in a keyboard. Mouse, maybe. Oh, hey, my keyboard's already unplugged. Where is that mini USB-C cable I got? Yeah, there it is. 32 gigs of RAM showing up. 5800 XT showing up. My drive showed up. Disk drive showed up. No GPU, but hey. Oh. Speaking of, it just... Okay. I think this cable's just fucked. Yeah, this cable's just fucked. Alright, plugged in. F1 to enter setup. Let's go, baby. CPU fan not spinning. Chassis fan not spinning. CPU optional fan is spinning. AIO pump spinning. Let's go. I don't know how to fuck with an Asus BIOS, but that's not my problem. F8 to enter boot menu. I said F8, motherfucker. All right. Oh, okay. I've got mouse control in the BIOS. Windows Boot Manager, M.2. I clicked on it. Let's see if I can boot into Windows. Woo! We're gaming, boys. And by gaming, I mean the computer's not broken. We're booting into Windows. Let's go! Let's go! All right, let's see if I can log into Windows. Now I'm just fucking with the RGB again because I can't log into Windows. breathing, pulsing, solid, off. Ooh, I like off. I think I'll do the spinnies. All right, I am gonna get this set up. That was a pain in the ass, but I finished. I have to plug my mouse back into my computer.